Hey guys, this is Peter Ferguson from Compass Real Estate. I am standing here in a beautiful winter fall day here in Rockville, Maryland. I know my station is called Living in Washington, D.C., but I know that a lot of people move here and aren't working in the city. They're in the DMV, they're in the D.C. area, but they are not working in D.C. And some people don't want to live in the city, or they want to live in the suburbs because of schools. So I want to pinpoint different neighborhoods and highlight different neighborhoods to show you different options. So moving to DC, you don't have to live in DC to get the DC experience. Rockville is it's just one of the best cities around, close to DC. You can hop on a couple different metros, you can take bus routes, and then the neighborhoods are great. The schools are really, really good. I'm actually standing in the middle of a really amazing Rockville neighborhood, and there's many great Rockville neighborhoods, but I'm in the middle of a city or a community called Falls Grove, and it is a really cool community. You've got apartments for rent that you can rent. You've got townhouses, you got condos, and you got single family homes, and it's just a really good family friendly neighborhood. Behind me is the pool, which during the summertime is always packed with families, people hanging out in the hot weather. And then also behind me, and we'll take a drive past it, but is like a shopping center where you have your Chipotle, you have your Panera Bread, your Safeway grocery store, St. Veg, which is a really awesome vegetarian option for fast casual food. It just has some really good options. So anyway, we're gonna take a drive through Falls Grove. I hope it's helpful, and thanks for tuning in and enjoy the drive. Let's go. All right, so here we go, discovering Rockville, Maryland. One of the nice things about this Falls Grove neighborhood is there's lots of really nice things about Falls Grove neighborhood, but as we're turning in right here, if we had actually just panned the camera left, that's where the Shady Grove Medical Center is. That's a big hospital here in Montgomery County, Maryland, and it's one of the important things about buying a house is kind of knowing where your grocery store is, where the schools are, how good the schools are, and where is the where's medical treatment, right, for hospitals in case of emergency. And the nice thing is it is literally across the street, so it's just good, really good access. This Falls Grove neighborhood is a really, really charming neighborhood. It's got all kinds of living lifestyle that you could possibly want. It's got condos, it's got apartments, it's got townhomes, big and small, and it's got single family homes. Lots and lots of families look to live in Falls Grove. It's really convenient to get into DC or Bethesda, or just different parts of Maryland, because you're literally a 5 to 10 minute drive to the highway that can lead you into DC. You can even get into Baltimore pretty easily. So it's just a good location. Drive, I want to point out, right now we're like in the single family homes. We had a really nice day, so it's really sunny on this drive. So I apologize about the glare on some of the part of the drive, but obviously these are some really nice single family homes. These ones in particular here that you're seeing have some nice yards front and some small yards in the back. A lot of Falls Grove, there's a lot of single family homes that don't really have a yard. So if you're looking for a yard, it's kind of hit or miss of what's available in Falls Grove. Obviously, if Falls Grove doesn't work for you, there's other neighborhoods in Rockville that will have bigger yards. But these homes in particular look like they have yards. Again, we'll see some in a little bit that we'll drive by that you'll see how close they are all together, and they don't have much yard, but they're All pretty beautiful properties. Selling in here, I've never really had any properties that I was not that I didn't think were beautiful. Obviously, great looking community, right? You can imagine raising a family in this neighborhood. It's just a really warm and comfortable place to live. Again, lots of things around Rockville. These homes, this neighborhood in particular, feed, I believe, the Wooten School District. You'll have to double check that, but I believe they feed the Wooten School District, which is one of the top school districts in all of Montgomery County and all of the state of Maryland. See, most of these single family homes, or all these single family homes, have garages. As we've done tours of DC, there's a lot of great neighborhoods that do not have any parking. So you go into the suburbs where, again, you have yards, you have bigger homes, you have garages, not just one car garage, but two car garages, sometimes more. Lots of trees, lots of grass, lots of areas to play. You can see on the right, these are a mix of single family homes, and there were some semi-detached homes. So some of the semi-detached, they're not as vertical as some of the other townhomes, um, but still really good sizes. This neighborhood really caters to families. It What you can't see to the right. We're going to take a turn here in a second. I tried to show it, but it was kind of tough showing. But to the right, you will see the community pool. So it's kind of in the center of the community. So there it is. Can't see it too well because of that glare, but right, it's really in the center of the community, or in the front of the community. And during the summertime, when it's really hot, you will see a lot of families out there. Now, I've mentioned how close, or how it's very easy access in Rockville to get to different parts of of the area. To go into DC, you can even get to Arlington, on a decent drive. But being so close to 270 really gets you to the highway. It really gets you to places really quickly. Um, the other thing that Rockville does have is it has a couple different metro stations. You can actually park at the Shady Grove metro station, which is probably a 10-minute drive from Falls Grove. And there's probably buses that go through Falls Grove that will take you to Shady Grove Metro, but you can get a parking pass and park at the Shady Grove Metro, and that will take you into the city as well. Now, these are the single family homes that do not have much yard. As you can kind of see, a lot of it's just in the front, and there's not much yard there at all. And back to what I was saying, just the convenience. You can hit the Shady Grove Metro, and then also the downtown Rockville Town Center. Metro, which is a little bit further than the Shady Grove one, but more in the direction of the city. So the Shady Grove Metro is the last stop on the red line in the Maryland suburbs, and then the Rockville Metro is the next, second to last stop. So you're still, to get into the city on a Metro, you're still probably 25, 30 minutes on the Metro. So we took a turn out of the residential neighborhood. I just wanted to drive by. On the left here are some apartments that some people would prefer as they move to the area. But I also wanted to show they have a really nice park, and they have parks throughout the neighborhood, but this is a really nice park that people would definitely take advantage of if you're living in Falls Grove. Take a nice walk and head over to the park with the kids. They have tennis courts, they have swings, they have slides, all that good stuff. Obviously, this is a beautiful fall, winter day. In the summer and spring, these trees are full. It's very green. Just a really inviting area for sure. Now we're heading back toward the houses, toward the houses that we toured. I wanted to point out and wanted to drive through. A lot of these people will walk to where the shops are and the restaurants are for dinner and for grocery shopping. They've tried to make it as walkable as possible for people. So we're gonna just drive through there. It's on our right there, and I'll drive through so that you can see the type of stores that are there. And it's really your everyday like chains, your Chipotle, your Panera Bread, Safeway grocery store, your Verizon store, your T-Mobile, all that kind of stuff. A couple banks, Starbucks is in there. It actually has a Krispy Kreme, which I know there's not everybody can say they have a Krispy Kreme in their neighborhood. Krispy Kreme is great. They have Mama Lucia's, which is Italian and pizza restaurant, which is great. So they have a lot to offer for people. And again, it's nice to be walkable, even if you're living in a neighborhood around Falls Grove. You'll take advantage. A lot of times, you'll take advantage of those things, as well as, and you can look these places up, and we'll try to get tours of them. But you can go into the Kentlands in Gaithersburg, which is about a 10-minute drive, and you can go into downtown Crown or Rio, which is also has some really great stuff. And those are the places you'll really take advantage of in this location of Rockville. Rockville is a big place, has a lot of different locations. Or a lot of different neighborhoods, but this neighborhood will take advantage of the Kentlands, Crown, and Rio for nightlife, restaurants, shops, which are great places to go and hang out. So I just wanted, before it gets too late, I wanted to just thank you again for watching this video. If you could, I'd really love it if you would subscribe, and you'll be notified whenever we have new videos coming available. we leave the shopping center now. Again, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Please like the video. And if you guys have any questions about Rockville, Gaithersburg, Washington, D.C., any neighborhoods in and around Washington, D.C., I'd love to help you out. Family and friends, I'd love to help you guys all out. So whatever you need, please let me know.